After the movie last week, I was hopeful that the next one I'm going to see was going to be a winner. So was it?
Right here. Let's go.
Hi, Faceless here, and there are 3 types of movies. 1 are the films that are regarded as fun movies to watch. 2 are movies that just really suck and you're better off spending your money on junk food.
Or alcohol.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yay! Hey, while you're at it, try to find my scotch. And lastly, the movies that you know that are going to be contenders for the Academy Awards. This next film? Definitely the latter. American Sniper. The film is based on the real-life events of Chris Kyle during his time in the Iraqi War. He is known as the United States' most lethal sniper with over 160 confirmed kills. Essentially, he's an American hero who saved so many of our troops' lives with his expert marksmanship during his missions in and out of the war zone in the last decade. He was a dedicated man to the service and a very high sense of patriotism. Unfortunately, we lost this great man back in 2013 while trying to help a fellow veteran cope with PTSD. A great loss to the family, friends, and, well, for the rest of us. He was definitely one of the few that was taken away from us too soon. He had so much to give, especially to the returning vets trying to recover from the horrors of war, from a war that seemed to be lasting forever. Director Clint Eastwood took extra special attention to this movie and tried to give us the most accurate account of what Chris really went through. And I have to say, Mr. Eastwood did a good job. Actually, he did a hell of a job. Briefly, the film begins with Chris making a call whether to take the shot or not. Before he pulls the trigger, we get a flashback of his younger years. Through the flashback, we see the factors and the decisions that led him to enlist to become one of the elite snipers of our time. It gives us a good window of seeing what type of person he really is. And basically, he's the type of person you want on your side in any bar fight. We also get a glimpse of how he met his wife and how they pretty much fall in love. Now, that little flashback of how and why will only last about 15 to 20 minutes, but it's short and to the point, and it builds a connection with this character. After that, we're taken right back to where the film begins. Playing Chris Kyle is Bradley Cooper from... Oh, damn! What the hell happened to Cooper? I mean, he's jacked! As I was saying, Bradley Cooper takes his acting in a whole new level. His acting here is phenomenal. He does such a good job you forget that he was ever in the Hangover movies. Definitely a far cry from his previous roles. I love that raccoon. Definitely a contender for the Best Actor award. Sienna Miller also delivers a great performance as Chris Kyle's wife, in dealing with the stresses of raising their family without Chris being there. But the thing that I love about this movie is that it's so real. It does a good job of making you feel like you're there with him throughout his tours. There are some real intense moments in this film that quite honestly makes you crawl under your skin. But that's how real this film is. Now, if you're going into this film expecting an action-packed war movie, that's not what you're going to get here. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some action and intense gunfights. But the movie really focuses on the turmoil that Chris is going through. As patriotic as Chris is, and how dedicated he is in protecting his troops from danger, you also see that he mentally beats himself up when he feels like he's failed on a mission. And along with that, there's a trouble between finding balance between duty and obligation and his family, in a sense that it does take a toll in his family life. The film does a good job in showing how one copes with the actions that he's done and the consequences that go along with it. It also comes down to a breaking point with him, like with most people that suffer from PTSD. Eventually, after all is said and done, he learns to face his inner turmoil and makes good use of what he's learned. Now, my only real complaint to the film is that somewhere in the middle of the film, the pacing starts to slow down. You kind of tend to get a little lost and even ask yourself, where are we going from here now? Also, another complaint is how the film kind of resolves. Like, it almost seems like that the film just put it out. Here it is. This is how it's solved. Credits. Okay, it wasn't that fast, but the film doesn't spend that much time in showing the benefits of what he's learned. But these are only my minor complaints, but overall the film is really damn good. But, if I'm being honest, this film isn't for everyone. Definitely wouldn't take the kids to see this one. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of feels like a documentary. A good performing documentary, but a documentary nonetheless. So, my recommendation is gonna go in 2 parts here. If you like this in-your-face reality movies, then by all means, watch it in the theaters. Otherwise, wait till the video release. Either way, this movie is worth watching. God damn, he got jacked. Well, this wraps up this week's episode. If this review was helpful in any way, please leave a comment below. And if you hadn't done so yet, hit the subscribe button for more upcoming reviews.
Hey, boss, I found your scotch.
Oops.
This is Faceless, signing off.